Can we be real? Can we be honest with each other? Sobriety, getting sober sucks. It does, especially in the beginning. You know, you have that first day, the first couple days where you're kind of on a high, a quit high, I like to call it. Where like you're just so amped up, like I'm over this, I'm done, I'm quitting, this is the time. First couple days, boom, boom, boom. Then about the third day, that high goes away. And you back to wanting to do whatever it is you want to do. I know for me, a couple days without drinking, great, it's cool, feeling good. About that third, maybe that fourth day, I was trying to drink again. And it sucked. It sucks because not only do you enjoy doing whatever it is you're trying to quit, which is usually why we started in the first place, but now we also have like physical withdrawals. Our subconscious mind is prompting us to do it. It is one of the hardest things in life to fight against physical withdrawals and like mental pressure from yourself. You know, we give in to a lot of peer pressure in life from people outside of us, from other people. We give in. So imagine how hard it is and how much it sucks when you have like pressure from within and withdrawals. Like it sucks, it's hard, ugh. But on the back end of that, and this is what this video is about, on the back end of that, if you keep fighting long enough to get sober, because in the beginning, like you're not sober, you're getting sober. But if you keep fighting, if you keep quitting long enough to actually get sober and start living the sober life, then it gets good. Then it gets good. Then it's worth all the fight, all the struggle, everything you went through is worth it when you get your life back. Because that's what it's really all about is getting our life back, taking our life back from the addiction, being in control. You know, if we're going to have to live this life, we're going to be here 95, 100 years. Some of us, you want to live as many of those years in control, doing what you want to do, doing the positive things you want to do. And here's the thing, if we can overcome those negative things we've been doing and that currently we still like to do, even if we don't want to do them anymore, we currently still want to do them. If we can overcome those, if we can fight long enough to like put those behind us, then we can put that same time and energy that we've been putting into our vices, into our addictions, we can put that into positive things that bring us real joy. Just think about that. Think about all the hours you spend drinking, doing whatever. Think about if you had channeled that into something positive. Where would you be in life now? Now, don't let it get you down. I think a lot of people think about that and they get down. Oh man, I'm such a piece of trash. Why? No. Don't let it get down. Just it's a thought. Yeah, it's a good point. But then realize it's not too late. If we go through the fight, if we go through the struggle, if we go through the fire, we can get to a place where now we're doing that. You know, instead of spending every weekend drunk or hungover, which is what I used to do, now like I get to spend every weekend doing things I love. It's amazing like how much growth I've had in the 6 years now that I've been sober, simply off of having more time in my right mind. You know, you don't even have to do, you get sober, you don't even really have to do anything too crazy. Your life can get better. You just have more time in your right mind. Less time destroying your body, less time destroying your brain cells, less time engaging in behaviors that you're going to pay for negatively. Then less time being sick from the addiction, sick from the partying, sick from the vices, physically sick and mentally sick. I just think back to how many days I laid up in bed just not wanting to get out of bed, not wanting to face the world because I had done something stupid drunk the night before or 2 nights before. You know, I was the type, I would turn my phone off because I don't want anybody calling me, reminding me of the voicemails I left them, the things I said to them, the things I said to their girlfriend, you know, just, I didn't want nothing to do. I would go to my parents' house. I would turn my phone off and I would go to my parents' house and like sleep in my old room for 2-3 days, for a day or two. And then like when I had got better, enough to where I could face the world, I'd turn my phone on, and then like, yeah, I'd have to deal with all of it. Ugh. Ugh. So as much as sobriety and getting sober sucks, as hard as it is, if we can dwell on all those things that like will be gone forever. If we can go through 3 months, 6 months, maybe a year of this struggle, I don't even think it'll be a year. I don't think it'll be a year. Once we get to, now in the overall process, it could be many years. But once we get to that final like quit, and I always say keep quitting until you quit. But once you get to that final time, it might be, 3 months, it might be 4 months, whatever it is, we're all different. But like when you're on that final quit, it is so worth to go through whatever that is you have to go through to get to the rest of your life not having this monkey on your back. The rest of your life, you may occasionally, like, man, I suddenly want to drink, or have a craving here, a craving there. You might every now and then be in a situation where it's like, oh man, I got to watch it. This might make me want to, relapse. But like, it can be very just like, it's a thought, it's a slight craving, and you're just like, no. There's lots of things in life that we're not addicted to, that sometimes we have the thought we should do it, we know it's not right. And you know how pretty much easy it is to combat that. Oh man, you say, no, I'm not doing that. That would be crazy. No. It can get that way with whatever your current addiction is. Think about the things that you get tempted sometimes to do, but you don't do them because you know they're not good for you. That's what our vices and our addictions can turn into eventually if we keep fighting, keep avoiding them. A big part of it is like reprogramming our mind not to want the stuff. We've been doing things so long that like our subconscious mind has taken over, like prompting us to do it. Oh, we do this every single day at 5:30. Well, I'm going to take that over. Even when you don't think about it, I'm going to remind you. If we go long enough without doing it, that reminder goes away. One problem solved. We go long enough through the fire, we can get to a place where our subconscious mind stops triggering us or prompting us or reminding us, you need to drink, you need to drink, you need to drink, you need to use, you need to... No. Goes away. Then also, eventually, the physical withdrawals goes away. Your body changes. For years, it's used to having whatever stimulation you're giving it. You stop giving it that, it's like, what is happening here? It's like being in a relationship. If you're single, you're chilling, you're fine. You meet somebody, they're awesome, you get in a relationship, you've been with them 5 years, y'all break up, you are devastated. You are crushed because you've gotten used to having that person in your life. But over time, you get over that person. Same with an addiction. You're used to having it, so when it goes away, your body physically is like, what's going on? But over time, it's like, oh, we don't do that no more. You can get to a place where you're just over it, you're done, and like you might still occasionally think about it, but you don't do it. It's just not a part of your life anymore. Physically, you're not craving it. Mentally, you're not craving it. I know me, I used to could not walk down the beer aisle at the grocery store without buying beer. And that might not sound crazy, but like it's crazy. I physically could not walk down the beer aisle without buying beer. Now I go down the beer, wine, liquor aisle. It don't faze me. I was in San Diego a few months back, and right by my Airbnb was a liquor store, and they had wings. I was going in there just getting wings. You know what I mean? The thought of actually buying some liquor never even entered my mind. Like it was not. I was getting beer and kombucha. I was getting wings and kombucha. No thoughts to beer. No thoughts to liquor. It didn't even. Huh? 7, 8, 10 years ago, would not believe that, which is why I'm making this video. Because I want to say, as someone who's been there, this is possible. I've seen it in me, and I'm definitely nobody special. Ask my friends. I'm nobody special. If I can do it, you can do it too. But we just gotta go through that fire. We gotta go through the fight. We gotta wade through the suck. Like, it sucks, bro. It's horrible. Ugh. You just want it done. You just want it done. It's like, I gotta deal with this each and every day. You know, part of me wants to drink, part of me wants to use, the other part doesn't. It's just this struggle. You want it done, you want it over with. And a lot of times we turn back to our addiction because it silences a lot of that. I'll just drink, whatever. Ugh. But then we end up back in the same position a week, 3 weeks, a month later. The only way to ultimately be out of that cycle, the only way to ultimately be done with all of it, is to keep quitting, keep fighting, deal with like everything that comes with it in the beginning for as long as we have to. Resolve, like, I'm doing this for as long as I gotta do it. I don't want to do it. I don't like doing it. It sucks, but I'm doing this as long as I gotta do it. I'm doing this for me to take my life back. I'm doing this for my family so they can have me back fully. I'm doing this for my career so I can show up at work like fully me every day. I'm doing it so I don't have to always be worried about other people finding out what I'm doing, or I'm not putting myself in situations where I'm driving under the influence, or I'm ruining like weddings and parties. And I got a best friend didn't even invite me to his wedding. Like, a best friend didn't even invite me to his wedding because how crazy he knew I would get drunk and get crazy. You don't want that. You know what I mean? And I feel so blessed now that like I'm over that. People have weddings, I get invited. You know what I mean? And I don't have to worry, right? They have a champagne toast, I sip my water, and have no. People are like, you're not gonna be embarrassed to not do the champagne toast? No, because I know how I would have acted on that champagne, 10 years ago. So no, I'm fine here with the water. Y'all do you. I'm gonna sit here and watch y'all get crazy. Anyway, like just all this stuff, and you know what it is for you. You know the things in your life that are bringing you down. You know the reasons why you want to quit. And I just want to add some moral support, a little motivation, a little encouragement to say, yes, I understand how hard it is. I understand how much it sucks. I think a lot of times people who haven't gone through it, who are trying to help us get through it, not understanding that, they can't understand why it's so hard, why it takes so long. Why don't you just quit? Bro, there's a lot to it. You know what I mean? I understand. I get it. It is possible. You can do this. You will get your life back. You will get sober. You will look back and it'll be like a different person, a different lifetime. Just like, yeah, that was me. I remember all that, but you can honestly feel like a totally different person once you're living sober, because you will get through the sucky parts. I'm Tim. I appreciate you watching. If you need to talk about any sobriety stuff, leave it in the comment box below. I do read my comments. I make a lot of videos on a lot of topics, but these are ones that really mean the world to me. They all do, but these have kind of a special place. You love all your kids, but there's one that, that's what I've heard from people with kids. But like, I love all the content I talk about, but some of them hold a special place, and these do. Because it's just like, man, if one person watches one of my videos and it helps them to not drink one day, or it helps them to ultimately quit drinking, what else is there? That means the world to me. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this in the comment box below. Keep fighting, keep quitting. You got this. Talk to you later.